Hello, you can hear me now, can't you? Was the music playing earlier? Ugh, it's because of Windows Update. Okay, that was so my music. Nothing was working. Okay, well, I just went on this whole monologue. Here, let's just do this. I'm just gonna pretend. Let's pretend, everybody. Headphones desk. I mean, it's these. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Here. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Oh, hey everybody! It's been a good. Oh, hey, I'm hoping you have a good day. Oh, it's great. Just give me a second. Let me get a couple things taken care of, and we'll be. I'll be on camera here in a second, and we'll pretend that none of that happened before. Blah 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 blah. A bunch of music plays. Hey everybody, how are you today? So what I was telling y'all, I had this whole monologue. I went on this whole thing, and I was telling y'all that basically, like, I hope your day's been well. Today, I've done a multitude of things today. Especially, I've been working on my phone. I need to take my old phone in to like tomorrow, and I've been going through my phone, or not going through my phone, but going through my iCloud and deleting photos because I have too many. I have like 700 and something gigs, and that's like after I really reduced it. So I've been going through my iCloud today and just like when I have like, 20 pictures of the same thing, yeah, let's get rid of that. So I've been going through all that today. But like I've been working on that. My roommate's been working on some stuff of her own, but we had to go out and get water today, which, it's like a 5 gallon jug of water that we refill probably about once a week. Once a week and a half at max. And I mean, if we're really being slow, it's 2 weeks. But usually lately it takes us about a week to go through a thing of water, 5 gallons, whatever. It's just drinking water for us for like our cups and stuff. But right across the street from the place is a trying to think of what the words are. Is a Mexican place. It's a Mexican place that we really love. And I'm not gonna like give any details about our personal lives at the moment, but for any of you who've been watching for a while, you know I've not had, like, 2024 wasn't my year, and 2025 is like also kind of like already sucking, but we're gonna make it good. We're gonna find a way to make it good. But either way, we're just on her end. She's been having a day. I'm not been having as much of a day, but I've been going through a lot of old memories and like having to clean them up a little bit. Some of them I'm totally deleting, and like we were getting that water, and I was just like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Let's go with a Mexican place. I don't care. Let's go. Let's go. I'm buying. Like, yeah. I got the money to afford like one nice fucking, like, like, let's do a thing. Because I need it, and we need it. We both need it today. And so we went across the street, and we each had a margarita, and then, which I brought home another one to go. That is one of my favorite, like, leftovers of the pandemic, is how, like, you can get to-go drinks at a lot of places now. And, I'm honest. I don't fucking open it in the car, even if I'm not driving, because I'm not going to put my friend at risk for getting pulled over with an open container. You know what I mean? Like, that's shitty. So, like, full stop, drink responsibly. Don't ever drink and drive, especially if we're about to play a game about driving. Pardon me, sorry. A little bit of that. So today, what we had was I had a peach margarita to start with, which normally I get a coconut margarita, but she got a coconut margarita, and I'm one of those people. Like, I'm not shitty about it, but like, if somebody gets something that I wanted, I have to get something else. And it's like the coconut, we both ordered the coconut margarita together. But today I was like having one of those moments where I'm like, I want to do a different margarita, because I know if I want a coconut margarita, I'll get another one. But like it's one of those days. But I wanted to have the peach one. I hadn't had the peach one before. It was fantastic. I almost got a watermelon one with amaretto, like an amaretto floater, because I love of like my favorite way to like spike up a watermelon is to soak it in amaretto, like to cut it up into pieces and soak it in amaretto, which by the way, like that's the best. I don't care who you are. I mean, if you're allergic to almond, like that's probably a thing and you probably shouldn't drink amaretto, but I swear to God, if you want like the best simple thing I can tell you to do in life to make your life instantly better at any given moment, go get a watermelon when they're in season. Get you a really like get a beautiful juicy watermelon, and go cut that motherfucker up and get like some kind of container, whether or you know do that thing where you like you hole out the watermelon and you fill the watermelon back up with the chunks. What I don't care. I don't care what vessel you put your watermelon in. It needs to be something that can hold liquid, because you need to take those cut up pieces of watermelon and you need to just dump a whole bottle of amaretto. Like depending, you know, obviously proportionate. Like the best way to do it is to do it in bags so you can vacuum seal the bag, right? And let that shit sit for a day. And then eat those watermelon slices and tell me that you do not feel like you just like got raptured by the Lord. You know? Tell me you don't feel great after you eat that. And I will if you tell me you don't feel great after eating that, I will be like, well, there it is. There's the one. There's the one person. Because that has always been a hit. Every party I've ever gone to, and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, I don't have time to make something. I think, well, it's summertime or whatever. There's watermelon, and I've always got a bottle of Di Serono or something around that. My favorite is Luxardo Amaretto, by the way. Luxardo's Amaretto I prefer, personally. Di Serono's good, don't get me wrong, but it's like a little more, I don't know. I feel like I get more bang for the buck out of Luxardo. And it's a cooler bottle. Yeah. Ooh, there you go. But amaretto and watermelon were born to go with each other. Now, my other suggestion is put a little lemon juice in it too. Just a little bit of lemon juice. Like you know, like say you're doing a whole watermelon, I would juice at least 2 lemons, if not 3 lemons into that, depending on the size of the watermelon. You know what I'm saying? But like juice some lemon into it too. That helps. I think having a little bit of acid is always nice. That's just me. That's a personal preference. That's what, you know. And hey, Vapor Void. Hey, Morbid Mind. Hey, Jelani. But yeah, we're going to play some more of this Keep Driving game. It's very excellent. I'm having, by the way, the margarita I'm having now is like a sangria swirl. It doesn't look as pretty on camera, but, you know, it's basically like a house margarita with sangria swirled into it. Because I was leaving and I was like, I want another one to go. And my roommate's like, I would like that too. So she got a coconut to go and I got a sangria swirl to go. Hey, Black Intellect. Hey there. Hey there, brother. Yeah, I'm on YouTube now. And I'm glad that you brought that up, Black Intellect, because if y'all aren't aware, and you know, for those of you who don't like streamers going into politics and all this other shit, fuck off. That's not who I am. You know that. Like, if you know me, you know I fucking say what I mean. I don't talk about all that shit all the time. I understand escapism. I understand the need to get away from reality. I'm a grown-up. But if you don't like what I'm about to say, fuck off. So there's like a protest kind of thing, like a boycott protest going on, starting on the 28th. And, you know, you're like, the idea is to protest like all these people that are got their hands in the piggy bank, so to speak. Like all these people that like Tesla, like, so Elon Musk companies, and all these different people. And one of them listed is like Amazon, right? And of course, Amazon includes Twitch and other, you know, Audible, which I love. I mean, I'm not even going to use Audible for a while. But the point being is, there's like this big kind of protest going on. And, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot and I really want to support this. And I think that from the 28th on until you know, I'm not trying to say that I won't stream on Twitch anymore. I want to continue to stream on Twitch. I absolutely do. But I want to participate in this. And to be fair, to be totally transparent. I don't really stream like tomorrow's the 27th, so Friday's the 28th. The 28th is a day that normally I don't stream anyway because it's Friday. Thursday, Friday, like Thursday through Sunday, I don't stream usually because of my work schedule. So I don't know how long this thing will last, but if you like me on Twitch, I really recommend that you go find me on YouTube today. Please go find me on YouTube. Please follow me on YouTube because I really want it. So I'm thinking at the very least next week, I am not streaming on Twitch next week. I will exclusively stream on YouTube. If there's other platforms that y'all think I should look into, please, I'm all ears. I am not a, like, I have, look, I know I'm a streamer, so I have some version of ego, and I'm a human being in general. There is some ego to any person that exists, but I really try not to have an ego or whatever about things like this. So please, like, Twitch is my home platform. Twitch is the platform in which I have become somewhat successful on. I mean, not like amazingly successful, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying YouTube's any better, but it's much more neutral territory right now. So please, 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 follow me on YouTube. Go find me on YouTube. If you don't have my link tree here, follow me on Linktree, because that'll keep you up to date on what, like, if anything changes with me, like as far as like platforms or stuff, like Linktree is where it's always going to be first, or I try to make it. But here, Linktree will get you all my links. I'll pin that real quick so y'all don't have to lose access to that. Please use that to go find where I'm at and all that. But like, I'm thinking next week I'm going to stop streaming on Twitch for a while. Comment for the comment god. Sandgroper, hey. I see you over there on YouTube. But yeah, and hey, Vaporboy, I see you over there on YouTube as well. So like, yeah, that's my suggestion is like, go follow me on those. And I know y'all are talking about Kick. Kick's weird, Before I send the character link to my friend, did you think you were able to make Abe Lincoln? Oh yeah, I could do Abe Lincoln. I mean, maybe. Vapor Void, this is what I always say about the character creator in Star Citizen. I'll do my best with what I have there. I think I could make Abe Lincoln, but I don't think you can sell Abe Lincoln without the fucking mole. That's just me, but that's how I personally feel. And I will say that is something I need to make another video about, like other character creator wishes, like more serious ones. I would like the placement of like moles and like unique beauty marks and like place as at will, and not just like have like it on a texture. But that's yeah, because I think like I always think of, every time I think of Abe Lincoln, I just think of like, I could see his face, but I could also see like that, wherever he had that like kind of mole thing. And it's funny because like, I feel like it's like right here, but I could be wrong. Who tried to make him? Thanks, Jelani. Thanks. I was at a very nice party when that picture was taken. I've lost 20 pounds since that picture too, so I just wanted to say that, everybody. I haven't announced that, but I'm at 20 pounds now. Lost. Can't lose too much. Don't want to get my money makers out of here. Aw, thank you, Jelani. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? That's a great dress. I love that dress because it's like literally like a compression dress. And it's like a tube basically of fabric, and it came with like optional straps. I put the straps on because I thought it would look good on me, and it did. Because I'm not a tube top girl. I feel like a can of biscuit. Like I feel like a can of busted biscuit or busted can of biscuits when I'm in a tube top. But yeah, but thank you, Jelani. But yeah, please go follow me on YouTube. And you'll notice like on my, if you look at my link tree, like I don't have my X/Twitter handle up anymore. I do check it once in a while. I will admit I do go on X on my browser once in a while just to see if I have any messages. So I am checking. I privatized my X account, and I do go and I do check for messages and any like little, because sometimes like there were people before I made like the character creator form that like got characters from me like via like talking to me on Twitter and other places. So I do check, and and I don't want somebody to take my username either over there. But I do mess around. I do check over there, but I don't participate in the platform. Yeah, me too. I got rid of Twitter on my phone, like all that. But like on my browser once in a while, like probably once a month or so, I look at it. There you go, Morbid Mind. But so if you want to follow me on something like Twitter, like Blue Sky's the ticket, that's where I'm gonna post the most. Um, of course, follow Discord. I gotta be a better Discord person. Y'all gotta help me with this. Be more of a community with me in Discord, because I am not good at that. I used to be good at it, but I got really burnt out on like being like the organizer of Star Citizen all the time when I was like first streaming. Do y'all remember how like fucking organized I used to be as a streamer? uh, I really wish CIG would get a Blue Sky account, but I'm not gonna. Like, obviously, I love the marketing team over at CIG. This isn't me, like, shilling, but it's me legitimately saying the people that work in marketing at CIG, especially, like, the social media team, I really love them. And I know it's a really tough time to be a social media manager right now. It cannot be easy. But, yeah, I really... Yeah, so we have one, but I guess it's just getting kind of, yeah, but it's getting there, and you know, like, I everybody uses whatever they want to use. I said I wasn't using Instagram anymore, but like I kind of had to recently. However, with the boycott thing, coming up to Instagram Meta, all that's part of it. I'm gonna dump my Meta stock, which I only have like $10 a Meta, and I bought it like a year ago. Like I'm gonna sell that. So like, dump your stocks. If you have any stocks in some of these companies, just dump it. Seriously. Like, you want some trade? You want some trade advice? Dump that shit on the 28th. Fucking dump it. I used to have so many stocks. Like, I'd only buy, like, and again, like, not shit ton. It's not like I have entire shares. I would just have, like, little $10, $15 invested in a bunch of shit. And I would just be like, ooh, I'm just going to invest in all these things. And then, like, I just been dumping the shit out of stuff. And I don't know if y'all heard, Tesla went down 27% yesterday. Or was that today? Was that today or yesterday? Either way, it nosedived. So... Look, again, if you don't like politics, you don't like me talking about politics and all that, whatever, I don't care. It's my channel. I can do what the fuck I want. And Elon's a clown. Trump is the clown car himself. Because we know how many clowns he likes to put inside of him all the time. Yeah, fuck Elon. If you drive a Tesla, please consider giving like a Rivian or something instead. Sell that shit and get a Rivian. Go fucking burn it. Just saying. Well, don't burn it, but like sell it back. Like, to find a way to make somebody else pay for it. That's an idiot. It's funny how a guy that like literally built like his market on, like, his market are the people that are the most likely to be liberal, right? Because who whatever, but like in the past I felt like the people that got electric cars the most are people who are pretty like progressive people in general. Like, they want to see energy like go toward, using like less fossil fuels and like destroying the planet, yada yada, all that fun stuff, right? And And then like he like turns into like, you know, not that he was always this guy. That's what people don't understand about him. Like, oh, who's that representative? Crockett. I want to say her name's Michelle Crockett. She's from Texas, but Jasmine Crockett. I don't know why I was saying Michelle. Jasmine Crockett, United States representative out of the state of Texas. She said it best. Or no, sorry, I'm thinking AOC. I've got them mixed up because Jasmine Crockett said it best. She said, somebody asked her, what would you say to Elon Musk right now? She said, fuck off. But AOC actually was the one who was just like, she kind of gave this laundry list of like, kind of like, dude, Elon Musk is like not a scientist or an engineer. He is just a guy that you like. He's just a billionaire con man. And that's the thing. Everybody for years has thought he was like, so for so many fucking years, even when he was mentioned in Discovery, in like that first fucking episode of Discovery by Lorca, and he's like, Elon Musk, like he's talking about like great pioneers in like aerospace, and he lists off Elon Musk. I remember physically like being next to my boyfriend at the time, watching that, going, yeah, Elon Musk. No, why would they say his name? This guy has to be a bad guy. Why would he say Elon Musk? Turned out, spoiler alert, Lorca is a bad guy. He's just like, he is not Einstein. He is not a smart person. He is just a bully who strong arms himself into everything that he's ever had his hands in. Like, do people not understand that, like, when he was in PayPal, when he worked on when he was like part of PayPal, right? He was like one of those dudes part of PayPal, and he was basically like wanting to write all this code all the time. And the other guys were like, every time he writes something, it fucks shit up. So they just started giving him dummy fucking code to write with. And once he figured out that they were they were duping him, he just had a fucking hissy fit. And Peter Thiel was the one who had to come in and oust him. And guess who is part of... I'm sorry, if you don't know about Peter Thiel, Curtis Yarvin, or any of those guys, you need to fucking like go get on YouTube today. Yeah, you should have been on YouTube 2 years ago learning about these guys. They are exactly the architect. Like Curtis Yarvin is the architect of what is happening right now. Yeah, but Peter Thiel's a shithead. Yeah, the PayPal mafia. Look, I don't know everything, but I know enough to be dangerous. And I know that Curtis Yarvin is like the architect of everything that's happening to this country right now. Go look him up. Go understand who the problem is. Yeah, nobody ever respects the Dutch Inquisition, ever. And hey, Damie. He crushes on any other online payment service that threatens PayPal. Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, I use PayPal. It's like a necessity. It's like an ugly necessity now. And I could get Ko-fi and like Patreon. By the way, I do have Patreon. Again, Linktree will get you everything. If you want to support me alternatively, like through other means, Patreon and all that stuff. I have Venmo, I have Cash App, I have all that stuff. I don't have that all linked on Linktree, but the point is if you like are somebody who like subs in my channel and like you don't want to do that shit anymore because it's part of Amazon, I totally get it. Please, 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 like go find my Patreon, do something like that. You know, it's like the same kind of deal. I don't agree with this private business being out there. Yeah. Yeah, but Peter Thiel's been like a dude who's like done a lot of like funding of certain agendas. Like people that spend their money to make you suffer, they're a problem. One second. I have to message somebody. Can you tell I'm typing a bunch of ha 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 ha? Okay, sorry. Right. And that's kind of it. That's the reason I can't get rid of PayPal, is because it's one of the few things that can like translate the currency over. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for all going and following me on YouTube. Please go follow me. Or I say follow, subscribe on YouTube. I hate that. I wish it was just a follow on YouTube. I think Twitch has better terminology when it comes to follow versus subscribe. But you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's get this game going. I'll refrain from too many more politics. Yeah, and y'all follow on the Discord. Sorry, I just... some people in my life, you know. Panda the Gray, subscribe for tier 1. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Again, feel free to start subscribing on things like Patreon. In fact, you know what? Let's look at the Patreon real quick before we get started. Let me look at Patreon, because that's probably a really good alternative to Twitch subscriptions. Thank you for that, either way. I think I only have like one Patreon subscriber. Let's look at that. Let's see. I need to be better at Patreon. My page. I don't know how to edit any of it. Oh. I have money in Patreon that haven't been paid out to. Oops. Okay. Let's just do that. Let's do that. Agree. Sorry. I'm just like, oh. Sorry. I have money sitting in Patreon, and I'm like, I need that. I actually could use that right now. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'm like, shit, I have like way more money in payout than I realized in Patreon. Oh. Oh, there's a hold till the 3rd. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. But that's cool. That's good to know. On the 3rd, I got money. Hey, Panda the Gray, you did that? What are you doing, Panda? Thank you. Thank you, Panda. You're very kind. So, Yo-Yo Meg, Hexinox, Bucket Nate, General Sika, and Poktoy. Thank you for gifting those subs. That's very kind of you. Get supported on homie. Get supported on homie. Hey, Quabina, what are you doing? It's been a minute, buddy. But yeah, so I've gotta like set up my shit a little bit more on Patreon, but we'll get it figured out. You know, maybe I'll post like some sexy photos on Patreon. Nothing like, you know, nothing nude, obviously, but like, you know, I'll be like, hey, you know, you liked my Twitter and stuff. Like, here's access to like some of that old content. You know, just like fun for pictures and little videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll figure all this out later. But hey, I did not know I had all this money sitting on Patreon. Just wait for me. Not a shit ton, but you know. You know, I've had multiple I've had so many people over time ask me if I do spicy content. And to be honest, you know, I'm not above it. But it's just like, it's such a tree to bark up. You know what I mean? Like, God, if I could make money, like, but I couldn't do it either. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's just not worth it. Like, and I respect everybody that does it. Like, 100%. Like, if you have like an OnlyFans creator you really love and you really love supporting them, like all the power to you and all the power to them. Like they should make their money. The only problem that the problem I think that people have with something like OnlyFans and stuff like that is like it's so fake, because it's like, I'm sorry, and men, like men in the chat, like, and when I say this, don't like, this is preaching to the choir. But I think we can get all caught up in like the nuance, all the little bits of nuance about how everything works. But I'm sorry, let's be fucking real. The demand comes from y'all. Women have been taken advantage of in the porn industry for an extremely long time. Women have been beaten, battered, stolen from, and in some cases like killed, right? In the name of pornography. And the problem that people, I think a good portion of some dudes have, is this subconscious issue with the fact that these women are making their own money and they're reliant for themselves on their own safety. Right? Like, they can't stand that the middle man has been cut out of it. Like they don't say it out loud. They don't think it out loud. Right? They don't know that they, like, it's a subconscious thing. It's like some dudes just, and be real about this, guys. Like, I'm not being a misandrist when I say this, because like I'll say to the day I die, misandry is hurt feelings. Misogyny means dead people, women specifically. But the thing is like, these dudes, they on a deep level are bothered. Like this deep down, they're not consciously thinking about it level. It bothers them that these women aren't being taken for granted. There are men who find the subjugation of women to be erotic and sexually exciting. Am I wrong? I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying every man feels that way, but the dudes that scream the loudest about OF are exactly the kind who like to watch the kind of porn that you can't find on the regular internet. Just saying. Call it out for what it is. Like, I'm done with this tolerance of intolerance in my life. And I think like over the years, I've gradually become more and more intolerant of the intolerant people, right? But like, what I won't do anymore is I won't fucking call it for the way I see it. And I've always been somebody who calls it the way I see it, but I'm going to be a lot more blunt than I've been in the past. And I will always say, and I will say to the day I die, that again, misandry is fucking hurt feelings. Misogyny is dead women. Don't get your little boy briefs in a twist about somebody like me saying, yeah, this is exactly what the problem is from my perspective. Don't try to tell me I'm wrong anymore, because you know I'm right. We've always been right. Yeah, the paradox of tolerance is insane, and I am putting a stop to it. I will never fucking entertain an opinion ever again in my life that is questionable to me morally and ethically. And you can sit there and say, I'm an idiot and I don't know anything and I'm uneducated, I'm ignorant, whatever. Like, that's fine. Like, if you think I'm wrong, please tell me. Like, I would love to hear about like how my opinion is incorrect, or how like the fact I'm saying is incorrect or something. Like, I am not a stupid person. I am not an actual ignorant person. Like, I will listen to reason, but I will listen to reason. I won't listen to twisted little boy panties. They go, oh, well, girls have it so easy. Girls can get laid whenever they want. I'm sorry, but like, getting laid is not the same as like, you know, a dude might kill me if I go on a fucking date with him that I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, it's not the fucking same. Like so many dudes try to do this false equivalency shit where they're like, well, what about when we have to deal with this? And it's like, you've been in control of the world for like literally the whole time it's existed, you fucking dipshits. Fucking make it better. If you're so good at fucking understanding what if you're the smart ones, then fucking make it better. You little fucking whining assholes. Stop trying to suck on my mommy tit and get me to fix it for you. Like, stop blaming me and people that, like, women and other people that look like me, and I don't mean like white people, but you know what I mean? People that are feminine presenting when I say that, when I say people that look like me. Don't try to fucking blame us. Like, get the fucking, like, go to work. And when you hear a coworker say some nasty, terrible shit about a woman, tell them that that's fucked up. Like, ridicule him. Make him feel like an outcast. Because that's the job you should have been doing this whole time. That's how we got where we are. That's why you see people about to try to take our voting rights away. That's why you see these fucking Christian nationalists feeling emboldened to tell women what to do with their fucking bodies. It's because stop it. And if that's offensive to you, that I'm pointing at you and I'm saying to you, you need to do better. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem. Oh, my feelings hurt. Why am I being criticized? That's the way it is. That's how it feels every time. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so into it today, but my God, it's been a lot lately. Like, when I woke up today to read that literally, like, there's, like, shit on the floor to get rid of my voting rights. Dudes, do something. If you think my tits are nice, then fucking go tell people why they shouldn't fucking be a dick about it. Do the math, you fucking monkey men. Just saying. Like, it's not that fucking hard to be a better person. Make a clip. I don't care. Buy Canadian, by the way, since Nick is here. Buy Canadian. I should go get a bottle of Crown Royal this week. Even if it costs like $1 bazillion. You're thinking consumer perspective. Also, it's about family perspective. Why fathers might have issue with more open route to that sort of work. Fathers might have issues with a more open route to that. So I don't understand what you're saying. And maybe you said it earlier, Marlax, when I was making another point. So I admit, like, I may have lost your point somewhere, but please explain. Please, if you're still here, please elaborate. I would love to hear what you're saying. Because I think whatever you said, I got so carried away. I don't know what point you said that. So. Yeah, Kamala was set up to fail. She wasn't, and to be honest, she did a great job campaigning. It's just that people in this, like, there are so many people in this country that are so deeply misogynist and deeply racist, they couldn't stand to vote for a fucking black woman. And that's not the only reason. I know but the thing is like, deep down, that's what it is. Why would you vote for him over her? Like, why? I just don't understand. Like, have you worked in the world? Have you been in an office setting at all in your life? Like, I'm sorry, every office I've ever worked in my life, guess how it went? Men were the ones in the warehouse. Women were the ones fucking making sure the tickets got out. And that's not to say men are the brutes, but women are so good at organization. We're so good at delegation. And it's like, this is like the struggle with men and women. I feel like there's so many men out there that feel like, well, we're good at everything and we don't need your help and fuck off, you dumb bitches. Whereas women are like, no, like, you're good at this, this, and this, but we're good at this, this, and this. And we should go like this instead of like this, like, it's just so frustrating. But yeah, again, Marlax, if you're tell me about that consumer perspective, please. No, she lost because she is a woman that fucking dared to speak truth. Like, I don't know how you can look at like the inner. Now I will admit like the whole like lack of like what is it when you do the primary, the lack of a primary was not good. I feel like a lot of the failures on her campaign were on the Democrats as a whole and not necessarily on her as an individual. But I don't see how you could watch the debate with her and Trump and ever see that like he was the one that came out better. I just don't. She was like fucking lucid. She could have like a complex abstract thought and express it, and he's like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's fair, Warner. The campaign of your husband doesn't have to know. No, I'll do it myself. I'm a big, strong man. I'm just saying, like, when these dudes, like, make this, like, do whatever they're going to do to make us second-class citizens, don't be surprised when women don't fucking put up with your shit. I mean, like, women aren't putting up with shit anymore. But my God, like, if you betray us that hard, I don't know how that's going to do well for y'all. I'm just saying. I don't understand how that's going to... I don't understand how that's going to be a good move for you. Any of you. Man, woman, anybody. Like, I just don't understand how being total shits to women is going to fucking make it work for you. You got to think about who voted for Trump, though. They don't care about complex articulate. That's fair. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think some of them do, but they're like, just, I don't know. Also, the U.S. system of voting leads itself into special interest groups. No system of elections are perfect, but I like the benefits of compulsory voting. And yeah, I read about that like you have to vote in Australia, right? Like you get like fined if you don't vote and you're of voting age and qualification. I think that's fantastic, to be honest. I mean, I'm not, like I'm pretty liberal person, but you want to fucking smack a tax down on somebody for not voting? Oh, I love that. That's to me a very conservative policy. I interpret that fiscally as a very conservative policy, but I love that policy. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jelani. I know, Warner. It's not democratic. Like nobody should be hindered. That's like not freedom. But that's not like Australia is a different government. It works for them. But the thing is like at the end of the day, what's democratic anymore? I mean, our government's just tearing it to shit. I mean, but yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I understand how that doesn't work in America when we look at the Constitution and other documents that say, guide us on how to do these things. I'm not unreasonable. But at the same time, I like the idea of somebody facing a penalty, some kind of penalty for not participating. Like, if you're not going to participate, you're not going to give a shit about how your country's run. Sucks for you. Like, I wish we could just make them wear hats that say, I'm a dummy. I'm a very dumb dummy who is very, very dumb, dumb, dumb. But that's just me. But yeah, I know on an American side, like I understand. I want to remind everybody that on January 6th of 2020, we sat in this channel and we read the Constitution that day. We didn't play Star Citizen. I mean, maybe we did later, but like we sat here and we had a conversation like this, and I sat there and read the entirety of the Constitution to you people. I will say that I have fucking receipts of my goddamn patriotism and my sense. All right, let's play Keep Driving instead of ranting anymore. Pre-polling and postal voting? Yeah. Well, if he's about to shut down he's about to fuck with the USPS. I don't know if postal voting will be as much of a good option anymore for people. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, I've turned it off. But it can have similar impacts on your kids' lives, which parents might have issues with, not just guys buying the content. What are you talking about now? What content? I'm sorry. I talk a mile a minute, so sometimes, like, if you're new here, one thing you'll find is sometimes people will say stuff in chat, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? Because I don't remember what I said. Yeah. Maybe we should make a political section of a politics section of the Discord. I think that would be good, actually. It's tough having my parents and my family be on that side of stuff. Hard to love them when they keep spouting their talking points. Oh, yeah. It's really hard to love your parents when they constantly want the destruction of your generation. I understand. Yeah, I kind of wondered, Sandgroper, if that's what you're talking about. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I just don't have the capacity. Why am I not hearing the game? Are y'all hearing the game? Is the game audio on? Oh, I know what's going on. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I need to set something. File, settings, audio. Monitoring device is set properly. Why am I not hearing it, though? This is killing me. Here, let's just go back to this. 1 second. Let me fix this. Can y'all hear the game audio? Yeah. Can't hear game audio. Okay. Making sure the game's like nothing's muted. I had a Windows update, so I'm probably having. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what it is. Alt tab. There we go. You know why? Because the game audio is like half of the game for me. You gotta have the game audio. Sound. Here we go. Let me just set it to something else for a second. Okay. Okay, it's playing when I unmute it, so on the TV, but for some reason it's not playing through the audio, the headphones. And then let's go ahead and properties, advanced audio properties, monitor and output. Okay, let's see if I can hear something on this PC. Sorry, that's probably something I should have done at the beginning of stream. But I didn't know. Just random YouTube video will be fine. I'm not even hearing it through my speakers. Yeah, it's not playing. Oh, wait, that's because it's muted.
RFK Jr. says he's on.
Okay, so that's working. But for some reason, game audio is not coming through. That's really annoying. You know what? I'm going to do something real fast. I'm just going to restart the gaming PC real fast. See if that helps. Sometimes that helps. Let's do it real fast. Restart anyway, please. Just the gaming PC. Yeah, it's really good. I think I'm done talking about politics for now, but I'm just saying it's a shit show right now. The world is on fire. In America, at least. And people, it's always funny when I see like Europeans saying like, why aren't you in DC doing something right now? It's like, have you seen what's happening with our flights right now? Like, have you seen what they done to that for me? No, but for real though, it's such an investment to get out anywhere. Like people don't like. I think sometimes Europeans take for granted like how big America is, too. Like how ginormous this country is. But you know, I have my ways of protesting. They're different. Oh man, it's taking forever to restart. Maybe that's something to do with it. I hope we don't have to restart the PC because then I'll have to restart the stream. But yeah, I'm sorry I got all ranty today. We've literally just been sitting here an hour not doing anything because I've just been talking. I've just been bitching about everybody sucking. But in lighter news, my lunch was very good today. I had frijoles puercas with my margaritas. My margarita at the food place. But we have frijoles puercas, which is like, it's kind of like those kinds of refried beans where they're like not totally pulverized. Waka knows what I'm talking about because Waka's in Texas. Anybody in Texas knows what I'm talking about. Like where, you know, there's like different grades of refried beans. There's like really refried beans where they're very, very soft. Like they you know, they're very pulverized. And there's refried beans where they're kind of half pulverized. And there's refried beans that are like barely pulverized. Right? So these are like very chunky forward refried beans. Very good. And then they put in like jalapenos and like chorizo with them. And then they top them with like little cubes of like cojita style cheese, something like that. This computer is taking forever. It's still restarting. So something's up. And then what else? And then we had I want to say it's this stuff called calabasitas, and it's like zucchini and squash and onion and like probably like one or two other little things that I'm just not remembering. And they give it to you with, they give each of those to you. So they just brought us like, they asked us like, would you like flour or corn tortilla? And we were like, both, because my roommate likes corn, I like flour. You know, that's the one like white girl thing I do when it comes to Mexican food is I really like a flour tortilla. Corn tortillas I'll eat like when I'm having like you know, I'm at a taco joint that has them, and like, you know, people bring me tacos, I won't complain, but I really prefer a flour tortilla. But yeah, so it was really good. And then I got us a plate to go, which is like, it's like beef tips in like a tomatillo sauce kind of thing. So it's almost like verde, but with beef instead of pork. And so I got us that to take home. Because I was like, I'm not going to eat it tonight, but I'll have it, like, I'll heat some up and cook an egg with it tomorrow for breakfast. Because, like, I love beef tips and I love Mexican breakfast. If anybody loves Mexican breakfast, it's me. And that's fair, Cataclysm. Like, I think that's a fair point. Like, you know, but that's the problem, though, is like too many people. How do I put this? There's been too much focus on that. Now, I'm not a marginalized person. I like the only marginalization I have is like being a woman, right? I'm a white lady. Out of all the ladies in the world, I have it the best, right? And I recognize that. But like, I think some people, like, the way I look at that issue is like, there's a lot of people out there that are just trying to inform dudes. Hey, guy. Hey, white dude. You kind of have it really easy compared to everybody else. Could you please understand and recognize that privilege, right? There's plenty of people out there that just wanted them to like regard that aspect of it. But they don't, because the people that are the loudest are the ones that are like, you're trash, you're the worst. That's the one. It's like with any, it's like whenever people are in conflict about something, an argument, right? That kind of thing, especially online. The people that you're going to take the example from are the people that are screaming the loudest on the other side. So you're going to say, well, these people over here say this about us. Look at what they say. And they say, look, and then they point out people that are saying very extreme things. Whereas like, where are the actual because there's like, for every, I mean, again, the internet's its own thing. People feel very emboldened to say certain things on the internet because they don't feel like they'll be tracked down. They'll be, they feel very anonymous. They feel empowered by that. And that's part of the beauty of the internet, but that's also part of like the Achilles heel of the internet, right? Is because the people that go and shout the loudest and say the shittiest shit are the ones who get fucking put on TV. The ones who are just sitting there having an honest discussion on Twitter. When do you ever see Fox News or MSNBC or any of those any of them? When do you ever see them, like, when they're talking about what people said in tweets, when do you ever see them pull up what people act like the reasonable people in the thread are saying? No, they're going to pull up what the people that have the most, like, interesting and most, like, loud replies say. Tim Pool. Like, and the thing is like, there's grifters. That's like the thing that gets me is like, I like I'm literally still waiting for this PC to restart. It's still giving me the restarting ring, by the way. I'm just going to put us in just chatting for right now, if that's cool. I feel like an asshole just staying in the keep driving when I'm not playing the game. There. I feel like a dick. But like there's tons of people out there, like there's this whole like movement I'm seeing, like where on like different Reddit threads where people are kind of talking about like, don't make them like they're talking about like from the leftist or liberal perspectives, which leftists and liberals are not the same, by the way. If you don't know that, you need to realize that leftists and liberals are not the same. A lot of people, like, it's kind of like how people say conservative, but they'll just use this blanket term for like everybody on the right, when like there's a lot of like flavors of conservative. There's a lot of flavors of being on the left. But people will sit there and say stuff like, don't make them admit they're wrong about what's happening. Make them admit that they were lied to. I mean, one, you can't make anybody do anything, right? That's, first of all, you can't, that's the moral of the story, in my opinion. You can't make anybody do anything. People are going to do what they're going to do. But I agree with the sentiment. Like, just admit you were lied to. You don't have to admit that you're wrong, because your opinion and your thoughts were based on being lied to. It's okay to say you were lied to. It doesn't put the shame of the situation on you. Right? This is literally still restarting. What the fuck is happening? I'm about to just kill it myself. Here we go. There. Okay. Hopefully I didn't blue screen it. But yeah. There's a lot of people on either side who are just more center than yeah, and that's the thing. If you sat like a bunch of people in this, like you sat like 100 people in a room that were like 50% were like left and the other 50% were right, they would agree. I guarantee you, 75%, like across the board, they'd agree with a lot of stuff together. But the issue is like those little fringe issues, right? There's so much that people agree on that they just don't realize they agree on. It's just how you talk about it, right? Like, you know, you get people that sit there and they're like maybe the more rights, you know, they're on the, you know, the conservative side of things, and they're like, well, I don't believe in this because of this, and it's like, well, yeah, but the like person, you know, it's like gun control. There are so many people on the right that assume that people on the left do not believe in the Second Amendment. Oh, you would be amazed at how many people on the left believe in the Second Amendment. They just want it to be a little better policed. They just want a little bit extra help. Like, please just make people take an assessment. Please make people take required classes to operate a firearm. Please, like, please put the same amount of effort into having a gun license that you have into having a driver's license, or more. To be honest, there should be a little more. Like, I'm sorry, everybody that like says, okay, I want to have a gun and I want to be registered, like they should have to like go like take a safety course, a required safety course, just like you would go to take a fucking driving course. It's not that fucking hard. Like, and everybody's like, well, I grew up with guns my whole life. I don't need a safety course. Well, you need to be certified that you were a sane and a competent operator of a firearm. Just because you said that you grew up with firearms your whole life, you went hunting your whole life, doesn't mean that I should be like, you know, like the same people who would say, don't trust everything you see on the internet are the same people who are like, well, I should be able to say what I want to say and then people believe me. No, like, I'm sorry, but like there needs to be a standard accepted level of like a knowledge that somebody has to have before owning and operating a firearm. And it's not about like holding somebody's rights back. It's just about like, hey, you need to know how to use this the right way. Because if you use it the wrong way, it could get you in jail, buddy. Okay? Okay. Good. It's that simple. Never had a gun, never shot one, but don't have anything against safe, responsible owners. Exactly. I do not either. I love that people do that. In fact, I think I'm one of those people that's like, you know, there's like a bunch of people on the right that probably think that like people like me thinks hunting's bad. I think hunting's a very necessary thing to do, especially when it comes to certain species, because you have to cull a herd. Like deer, if deer get too rampant in an area, they will fucking destroy everything. You have to cull the herd. You have to. Hunters are part of the ecosystem. I 100% believe in that. But like, hey, you can hate Trudeau, but he came out fucking banging. He I don't know about y'all's like you know, I don't pay enough, like I don't know about the nuances of Canadian politics. I know like the broad strokes, if that makes sense. But Trudeau came out like he left like swanging. I'm just saying. Like, you can hate him, but man, he left y'all fucking thirsting. He put his foot down with Trump, and I deeply respected that. But again, I'm not a Canadian, so I don't have a say. That seems yeah. That's kind of the impression that a lot of Canadians give me about Trudeau, like a man of two faces. Like you liked him in the beginning, but then he got kind of scary in a weird way. But yeah. I'm just happy that he stood up to Trump. I'll say that. Even though it's like totally forgotten in the news cycle, because, you know, every day is a new fucking nightmare. But anyway, let's get this. Hopefully I can get in this game. Let's see. Let's try to play video over here and see if I can hear it. Because nothing's worse than my audio not working. I'm not hearing it. Are y'all hearing it? Y'all aren't hearing it. What the fuck is happening? Okay, let me restart this computer. I'll be right back.